Good morning, everyone. It's Keith at Laramore Farms. Well, today I'm kind of in a predicament. As you know, this is August the 12th or 13th. I don't know, I got my days running together right now. Tropical Storm Debbie came through last week and dropped about 13 inches of rain on us. Now we're facing a flood. It's not a major flood, but it kind of is. I expected to get the normal river level's like 3 feet, and I think the flood right now is at 13.82. Anyway, that's going to flood a right good bit of my area because I am in a flood zone. And I'll give you a little glimpse of what I got going on. I don't know how good you can see that, but you see that water right there? It looked like it might just be rainwater. This is actually the flood waters that came in on us last night. We had a little bit in the pasture yesterday, and this is the pasture today. Now normally this water, there's a pond right here. It's about 1.5 acre pond. This water's down that embankment about 5 feet, and all that over there, well, you see where I'm starting to build that pole barn. Back this way about 50 feet is the other side of this pond. All that over there was pasture, and all that water has just about come up last night. I say it's rose a good 1.5 foot last night. And my predicament is not necessarily the water, because I can kind of handle the water. But I have some beehives that are sitting there. Look over my junk now, because this is where I keep my plows and stuff. There's 3 colonies there. There's a double 5 nuke there, and one of the swarms I caught, I put it there. All right, well, from those colonies to where this water is only about 12 feet, and it's coming up fast. I don't know if you can see it coming up in the picture or not. I can't see it creeping too much, but it's actually moving rather. It's probably come up 8 inches this morning since 8:30. So anyway, what I'm gonna do, and I know the rule of thumb is 3 feet or less 3 feet, more than 3 miles. Well, I can't get out because the water's got me blocked, so they're not gonna get to 3 miles, and the water's coming up, so it's got to be more than 3 feet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load them on this trailer. I'm gonna strap them together so they don't fall apart. I got a piece of sponge I'm gonna kind of put in the entrance till I can get them on that trailer. I know they're gonna be upset with me, but I am going to move them from here up on that hill right there. You can't see it, but right behind, you might see it right in there. There's a grain silo. Well, from where I'm standing to there's about 5 foot difference in elevation, and that part shouldn't flood unless it gets up to about 17 feet. So anyway, I don't have a tripod, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set them up on there, and when I get them on the trailer, I'll show you how aggravated they are. Then I'll pull up and I'll load the other ones up. They're flying pretty heavily this morning. I don't know if they're upset about the water or if they actually got something coming in. It's not orientation flights because they're going in and out. They're coming back. So anyway, let's get to it. Another reason I want to move these, other than the water coming up, we have a bad problem with red ants, or we call them fire ants. And what happens when this flood water comes up, they clump up in big balls, and they'll float on top of the water. And anything that they go by, they'll cling to and go to the top of it. Well, if they get in that ant colony and they find that honey, they're gonna wipe it out. So, you know, that's just another obstacle we're gonna have to overcome. But like I say, when I move them, that should eliminate that problem. Okay, so I got all those loaded up on the trailer. You can see there's probably 75 to 100 bees flying around in the air there. They'll either try to find another location, or they'll make a home right there on that there pallet until the water comes up and it runs them off. But My main yard is over that way about 150, 200 feet. So there's places for them to go, but they just can't stay here. As the old saying goes, you can't stay here. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Okay, so I got them all at their new location. I got all the hives opened up so they can fly. There's a few of them coming out. They're a little bit aggravated, but they're not really bad. I never had much problem with being real mad anyway. But anyway, I got them all facing different directions, and I'm gonna leave them on this trailer. That way it'll be easier to move them to wherever I need to, because I don't want to leave them in this yard. I may move them to a yard further up the road, but we can't get to them yet because the roads are blocked. Anyway, this is where they're going to stay for now. They'll get oriented to it. Maybe being everything around them is different. Instead of just looking across that pond and that pasture, they'll say, you know, we're in a different location and we need to figure out where home's at and reset that GPS. Anyway, that's all I have for today. If anything else happens regarding this flood, where, you know, it's got to deal with the bees or the cows or anything, I'll be sure to post an update. Now, I do have some pigs down here that's going to be in a low spot. The water's probably going to be about a foot deep where they are. So I'm going to load them on a trailer and I'm going to bring them up to the house, kind of like the bees. And they'll stay there until the flood gets gone, and then we'll clean the pen up and put them back. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I hope I can make some content that somebody's interested in. Y'all have a good day.